Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Horkey. We got a special guest here today, and I'll talk all about that. First, I want to let you know we're here in Budapest, Hungary right now. We're getting ready to launch, or by the time this video is out, we'll be launching our Kickstarter for our fourth wine book, Discover Hungarian Wine. It will be in the description box. And one of the partners of Discover Hungarian Wine is this place. Tasting Table by Taste Hungary, and that's why I'm here with the head sommelier, Sebastian Giraldo. Did I pronounce that right?
Almost right. Yeah.
Just give me the right for the
Giraldo.
Sebastian
Giraldo.
Giraldo. Yeah. Okay, thank you for being on the show. Thank you. Can you talk a little bit what goes on here in the Tasting Table? One of my favorite places in Budapest, actually.
Sure. So we are a wine tasting room. We specialize in Hungarian wines. So we carry more than 200 labels of Hungarian wines. And we do daily tastings twice a day, mostly in English. So for everybody just traveling by or expats living here and want to try Hungarian stuff.
It's really cool. You guys do a great job of education. It's not a bar. It's really a tasting room. I mean, it's 2 hours tastings, right? You sit down, okay? The cool thing is you can purchase wines here, so they have some exclusive labels, and they also have a wine club. These wines are shipped to the EU, and also these are the ones that are in America, right?
Yes.
So we're going to get into tasting some of these. I have experience with some of these vintages. Sebastian has some with more. Let's get started here. We have the Karádi-Berger, right, in Hungarian. Yeah. The Palandor. This is a dry FURMINT from 2012. Wow. Yeah. Why did they select an older vintage of FURMINT to go to the US?
So, FURMINT is this incredible variety. It's the trademark grape of Hungary. Yeah. And when FURMINT gets some age, and when it's oak age like this one, it gets this very nice complexity, almost baked apple, a little bit of kind of red apple skin, but also the baking spices, sweet spices, allspice. So it gets very complex. The acidity is always quite high. I mean, it's Hungary, it's acidic.
Yes. And this is one of the main grapes in the great sweet wines of Tokaj, right? Correct? FURMINT. Now, I'm excited because right off the bat, dry Tokaj does not always age very well. Oxidizes usually quite quickly unless there's good examples. This is not oxidized at all. Nose quite explosive. A lot of baked apple, flint. Just a touch of the barrel. Yogurt. Really nice. FURMINT always gets this natural, not petrol, but to me a natural gas type of flavor.
Exactly.
Let's give this a go. What do you think about this?
Well, I think it's excellent example of an aged FURMINT with some age. I mean, it's not crazy old. It's 2012, but it's very good oak integration in the wine. It's just creamy, spicy, and since this comes from Egri, which is a small town of Tokaj. So it gives more acidity in the wines. That's why it's fresh, it's crisp, but it's round. Very good.
In the forest, that's what Egri
exactly
means.
Yeah.
I have to say, I have experience with this wine. I just tasted 2017 about a week ago. This wine is much better. It's showing a lot of age. I actually was not so excited about trying this on the show. Honestly, I'm in the 90 plus range on this. I think this is very good. It's got length, bite. Fans of Chablis, fans of Riesling, going to really like this. Got enough body to go with pork, chicken, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you can easily put some, baked pork loin or something like that. It can stand creamy sauces. It can also stand a little bit spicy, kind of with some sweetness, some dried fruits as well in the sauce. So it's a very versatile one.
And Sebi's a chef, so he knows better than me.
I mean,
so
FURMINT is great.
Yeah, let's. What do we want to go? The Bikavér or the Cabernet Franc?
We should go with Bikavér.
Okay, the next we have. I'll put this up on the screen. The Böjt Egri Bikavér 2016. You want to rinse, or you want me to pour right over?
Nah, right over.
Just pour right over.
I don't mind. Yeah.
The Bikavér. So Egér is one of the regions besides Sexar that can make Bikavér, or the infamous bull's blood blend. You know what? Bikavér hits my personal palate perfectly. I love it. Got some earthy notes or complexities. It's just not a big fruit bomb. The tannins are soft, but you know what? The wines age well. So tell me a little bit more about Böjt. I've got experience.
Well, Böjt is the family name of the owners. Actually, a very young winemaker. He studied and traveled in New Zealand. So he has his new world style of wine in his mind. And this is so Bikavér or Booze Blood in Hungarian, it's a blend of 4 grapes minimum, right? And the most important has to be always Kék Frankos grape or Blau Frankos.
Blau Frankish, yeah.
And then this guy uses unique grapes to blend in. So it's not a Bordeaux blend with Kék Frankos like most of the Booze Bloods are. This is actually, of course, Kék Frankos. Then it has Zweigelt, Blauburger, which is the small brother of Zweigelt, and a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon, just a little bit. And it's 18 months of Hungarian oak.
And very nice, very nicely priced. This is kind of like a mid-range type of wine. Super. If you're in the U.S. for Hungary, if you're in the U.S., it's super value wine. I think this is aged 13 months in oak, if I remember right.
Yeah, something like that. But it's always Hungarian oak that he uses. And the oak are usually coming from the Tokaj region, which is very close to Egér. It's just neighboring.
The Zemplén Mountains.
Zemplén Mountains,
yes.
exactly.
So, right on the first, Egri, there's a difference between Egér in the north. It's a little bit cooler, and Sexard in the south, where they make Bikavér as well. This wine, it definitely shows the oak, which is surprising to me. I definitely pick up the Hungarian oak. It's not bothering me in any way. I'm just saying I pick it up. A lot of black crushed cherries. Maybe a little bit of stewed strawberries, pepper you always get with these type of wines. A little bit of earthy notes. It smells really complex for this kind of wine.
We usually pour these wines in the tastings. We're very excited about it. And one of the things that I usually say about it, it smells like wild forest fruits. Because of the Zweigelt, of the Blauburger. You know, they're not typical international, quote-unquote, international style grapes. They have these wild blackberries, wild, strawberries.
When I say Bikavers can be very serious. Bikavers can be very serious. But on the flip side, they're a great introduction for people that don't like overly tannic wines, but they still have old world complexities. For me, if I was going to give it to a U.S. or a U.S. person, somebody actually with a more experience in wine, I would say people that like an old world palate but don't just want to drink big, humongous bombs. And this is a lovely wine. Juicy, could go great with food.
Oh, I mean, come on. Everything that has meat but is not a steak. So everything pasta related with some meat inside, some mushrooms, even some truffles can stand because it's earthy as well. It has this very nice complexity of kind of cured meat in a way. It's actually, but it has a nice acidity, right?
Yeah.
It's very easy to drink. It's not a full heavier bomb. It's a very well balanced tannin acidity. I think.
I like this a lot. This is kind of, some Bikavers I've tasted before remind me of Village level Burgundy, and I'm not joking. I think they would not stand out of place. This is a little bit more on the fruity side. The oak shows a little bit. It's 2016. It's going to come together well. I'm a big fan of this wine. For me, I'm 89 out of 100. But don't take that score as gospel. This is the type of wine that I would like to drink every day. It's just not uber complex, but it has enough complexities to keep me interested. This is something I would drink for lunch every single day.
Exactly. That's a tremendously good lunch wine. I mean, it's complex, balanced, delicious.
Let's move on here. We got the Havas and Timár.
Yeah, right? Havas and Timár, yes.
Havas and Timár. The Franom, 2016. This is Cabernet Franc from the same region, Egér. Cabernet Franc is very popular in Hungary, and it does very well, but usually better in the south. Although I've tasted some excellent examples coming out of the north. I'm really excited to revisit this wine. I have experience with this producer. I have tasted older wine vintages in the past. Let's get on. Tell me a little bit about this producer. How big is he?
I mean, tiny small. When they started making this wine, this was their only parcel they owned. That's why it's called Franom, which is a way in Hungarian to say my franc.
Okay.
And because they have other wines, but they buy in the grapes for those wines. This was the first wine they started to do out of their own parcel, something about 2 hectares, like 5 acres or so. And this is the top wine of the winery. It's just an incredibly balanced, because you have to remember we're in Egér in the north. So it's more acidity, but still Cabernet Franc with this incredible perfume of violets and just blackberries.
For me, the violets, the capsicum, the black cherry stands out. A little bit of fun. This immediately, when I think about it, I go right to Bourgogne. So if you're a Loire Cabernet Franc fan, this is kind of what you want to be seeking out. Something that, for me, some people are turned off by the bell pepper notes. I love them. I love it. Well, smells really good, actually.
It's dark fruits here for sure. But it's not a huge, wine that you have a glass and you're tired of it. Because of the acidity, it's big, but it's easy to drink. I think it's a tremendous example Cabernet Franc. Great value, by the way. So.
This is a fantastic vintage of this
Oh,
wine. I've had this wine in the past. I think I had the 15 here before. This is very good. I mean, that for people that want big old fruit bombs, big time wines, okay, don't stay away from them. If you like Loire Cabernet Franc, if you like more medium-bodied red wines, you like some of those vegetal notes, you are going to really dig this. I am huge on this wine. I think it's very, very good. I'm 90 plus on this. I think it's maybe even 91. I would have to take some, but it's very good stuff, right?
Actually, I think it's well balanced, easier to drink. I mean, we have to remember we're in Central Europe. This is not warm. This is now southern Spain, southern Italy. This is colder climate, and this is a very good, elegant red wine.
You know, we're filming this at 10 a.m., but I kind of want to drink this. To be honest, so
I have 2 tastings to do, but I don't mind. This wine is delicious.
This wine's delicious. So, guys, check it out. I will put the link to if you're in the U.S. where you can sign up to get some of these wines on the Taste Hungry, the U.S. club. I will also put a discount code if you want to do any tours, any tastings here at Taste Hungry. You can get 5% off with our custom code EXOTICWINETRAVELS. Yeah, thank you, Seti, for being on the show. Anything else you want to say about Egér, these wines? And
well, you should next time search for Hungary. It's great value, and they give you much more than you pay for. So what's not to like?
Fantastic wine. So, guys, if you like this video, back our Kickstarter, Discover Hungarian Wine, also in the description box. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I will see you at the next episode.